Hôm nay Leyna đang livestream từ nhà bếp luôn nè. Quý vị thấy không? I'm that busy. Okay. Bye music, goodbye music. Rồi music cho nó xuống nè. Move around từ nhà kia đến nhà này. So sometimes I had to bring all my stuff. And nhiều lúc mình pack mình quên luôn. Nên hôm nay I don't even have a mic stand. Mình phải cầm nè. Chứ quý vị coi nè. So I'm holding the microphone. And so let me just show you the equipment that I use nhé. Cái này really cool nè. So let me show you, okay? Hold on. Khi đó mà show mà có cái microphone stand đỡ rồi. Oh, no, I don't want to turn it off. So this is how I do my sound. Okay? Bấm mấy cái nút này là quý vị nghe nè để coi. Okay, hold on. Nút này là người ta bậu tay nè. Why, thank you very much. Okay, that's enough. And then this one, hình như this one is magical. Here's the magical sound. Oh, that sounds like a commercial to me, like a plumber commercial. What is this? Whoa, that means mysterious. Mysterious. Mm-hmm. And what is this one? This one is and this one? Oh, see? Nếu mà khi đó mà Leyna nói cái gì mà nói téo mà không ai cười, mình bấm cái này cho người ta cười, okay? And what is this? Oh, I think that's just music. I don't want that one. Oh, crickets. Sometimes tiếng Anh nếu mà mình nói nếu mình đặt câu hỏi gì đó hay là sao, rồi người kia họ không biết cách trả lời hoặc là họ quê, họ không biết nói sao đó, kêu là it was crickets after that. Crickets là như vậy đó, là so quiet, mình nghe nó được. That's what that means. Okay, what is this one? Oh, drum roll. What is this one? Oh, this one is người ta vỗ tay lại nè. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Oh, I pressed two of them. Anyway, rồi. See, that's how I have fun. And then it's like a little mixing board. Nó rất là nhỏ nha, nhưng mà it can do a lot. But when I do my live streams, all I need is my microphone and my computer. That's about all. Rồi. So I have been getting ready for this Đại nhạc hội ở San Jose. So I'm going to be up there on July 30th. Nếu mà quý vị chưa từng xem Đại nhạc hội Cảm ơn anh á, you should, because it's a nice fundraiser cho thương phế binh. Và rất là nhiều người nghệ sĩ take part, and we all volunteer our time for a good cause. Nên I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, I see you have comments here. Hello, everybody. Yes, that's right, Fat. That is the Rodecaster Pro. It's awesome. It's awesome. So hôm nay bởi vậy không có set up trong cái office và trong cái studio được, đèn đuốc làm sao không biết đâu. So here I am in my kitchen, And the nice thing about this là nó mobile, nên bây giờ mình livestream chỗ nào cũng được, mình mang nó theo thôi. Nhưng mà hôm nay không có cái mic stand nên phải cầm tay. Okay. Rồi như vậy đó. So today, I read an article in the Wall Street Journal. Okay. Wall Street Journal là một trong những nhà báo ở Hoa Kỳ nói về tài chính là uy tín nhất tại Hoa Kỳ. And I read this article about retirees and retirement. And I read it and I'm like, exactly. I was just talking about this. Nên nếu quý vị mà chưa thấy cái video Leyna đã livestream rồi, cái video tên là Are you ready to retire? Are you ready to retire? Or when can you retire? Là tại vì khi mà mình nói về retirement đó, okay, khi quý vị về hưu đó, không chỉ là mình phải biết là mình có đủ tiền hay không. That's not it. Tại vì nó có rất là nhiều cái gì? Điều khác hả? Is that how you say it? So there are many things that you should think about. It's not just about money when you think about, are you ready to retire? Can you retire? Should you retire? Okay? Should you retire? So it's a great article, and I'm going to take a look at it. The reason why this article is great là khi mà mình nói là một điều, nhưng khi mà mình nghe từ những người mà đã về hưu rồi đó, và họ có kinh nghiệm á. Okay, so out of experience, and they learn some lessons and they can pass that along. That's pretty powerful. The article is about like regrets that retirees have. Bây giờ họ đã về hưu rồi, họ experience, họ mới thấy là như là hơi là hối tiếc hay là hối hận là mình không có plan. Nên nếu mà quý vị ai chưa có retire, we should learn from them. Okay, đây là những người họ có plan chứ không phải là không có đâu nha. Họ nghĩ là họ plan đúng, họ nghĩ là họ là plan là trọn vẹn đó. Rồi sau này họ stop làm. Nhưng mà they found out they should have done more. So we're going to learn about that and learn from their regrets. Okay, so this is from the Wall Street Journal. Thousands of Americans retire every day short on cash, friendships, and plans. Cash là quý vị biết rồi. Nhiều lúc mình về hưu nhưng mà mình không có đủ tiền. Okay, so short on cash là không đủ tiền. But also short on friendships. So friendships and relationships. I don't think people realize khi mà mình đang đi làm đó là bạn bè ở sở làm, bạn bè mà khi mà mình so maybe not co-workers, nhưng mà depending on what your work is, if you own a restaurant, if you're a nail tech, if you are in insurance, whatever it is, when you're working, you have relationships that may stop when you stop working. And those relationships can be important and you don't even realize it until it's too late. Okay, so also short on friendships and plans. Plans. What are you going to do? So remember, I had that video and we talked about, do you have enough cash? Should you be retiring? Maybe you're just unhappy in the job you're in now. You have to take a look at the emotional results of retiring. Are you really ready? Okay, so these are the things that we should talk about. Okay? By the way, the dog has been going crazy. Mấy bữa này fireworks dưới này dễ sợ luôn á. Every single night, quý vị ơi. But I'm so excited for tomorrow. I hear that the area that we're in gets crazy for the 4th of July. So maybe I'll go live tomorrow. So we have like a few block parties. Okay, a few block parties. And then we're very close to the beach. So they have a huge parade in the morning. And then fireworks all over the place. And my neighbors tell me, you don't have to go anywhere. You just sit out in your front yard. You're going to see fireworks everywhere. So we're looking forward to that. My dog is not. My dog is not. Okay. Again, from the Wall Street Journal. Many retirees say they realized too late how they could have prepared for a more financially secure and rewarding post-work life. They would have focused on saving more money to cover the higher cost of living, or they would have put more time into building relationships, taking better care of their health, or cultivating new pursuits. If nothing else, you need to understand from tonight's live stream, when you prepare for retirement, it's not just about money. It's not just about money. If you really want to be happy in retirement, you have to plan for more. Okay? And you can't wait until after you retire to do it. Because why? Well, then that's not planning. That's not planning. Okay? It means more than money. So then I'm going to share with you, let me see here. I'm going to share my screen. This is the article that I'm talking about. And I know that some people don't have a subscription to the Wall Street Journal. Okay. So this article was today, July 2nd. So it's a new article talking about retirement. And they talked to 3 retirees about the lessons they learned and the regrets they had after retirement. So the first person, investing for retirement means more than money. So Jim here is a retired entrepreneur, and he regrets not setting goals for himself when he retired about 4 years ago. He's now 78, and he found that there's only so much golf to play and only so many lunches to go to. I would counsel my younger self and any other active, achieving person to recognize what drives them and what success really means. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll say that he went back to school. So his regret was that he didn't plan for like keeping himself going after retirement. What you do now in work, whatever it is that drives you, okay? Và khi mà trong cái việc làm của mình á, mình phải là, whatever it is. So do you like working with people? Do you like helping people? What are your interests? Okay. So he retired and he thought, oh, I'll just play golf and go to lunch with my friends. You can only do that so long. Then you must live your life, and you want to have this purpose, which is why when I retired, I knew I wanted to do more charity work. And now I have more time and I can do that. But you can't do charity work 24/7, right? So that's why I'm doing the work that I'm doing now. Tại sao mình về hưu rồi? Mình retire rồi. And I'm saying this not because I'm bragging that I made enough money. Hồi hôm chị Giáng Ngọc trên sân khấu, chị nói giỡn, chị nói là Leyna là đủ tiền rồi nên stop làm. Okay, Leyna plan, Leyna cũng là save dễ sợ luôn á, mình cũng tiết kiệm, mình cũng save được nhiều tiền. Đúng là bây giờ Leyna không có cần phải làm. Nhưng mà why am I doing it? Because I like it. Là hồi trước giờ mình làm sao mình thích là I like to talk to people. I like to learn about them, and then I like to help them. And that's what I'm still doing now. Nên tự nhiên mình thấy mình vẫn là hăng hái every I think that's hăng hái phải không? Is that the term? Like each day you get up, you're excited to get up. Okay? Let me tell you, when you retire, maybe the first few months, maybe the first year, mình không có cần là phải là set kia, là mình không có cần là phải thức dậy. You don't have to wake up for anything. Guess what? After a while, that gets boring. And if you're an active person, okay, if you're an active person like I am, it gets very boring. And trust me, when you are bored, when you don't if you have no drive, if there's nothing you really want to do, that's how you get old. That's how you feel old. And that's what starts to affect your health. Then it is very important to think about what are you going to do after you retire. Yeah, it's very, very important. What are you going to do after you retire? Okay, back to the Wall Street Journal. Relationships are the key to retirement. This should make sense because you're not working anymore, right? So going back to the Wall Street Journal. Okay, relationships are the key to retirement. The best predictor of longevity, health, and happiness in later life is the quality of your relationships. Okay, this is the finding of a Harvard study. Okay. So the second retiree they talked to is a 72-year-old man from California, and he wishes that he kept up with former colleagues for personal and professional reasons. So he retired 18 months ago. That's not a long time, quý vị ơi. He mới có retire là 18 tháng thôi nha. And after he retired, his son and his family, who used to live 2 hours away, moved to New Zealand. So now they can only afford to visit the family like twice a year. You don't know what other people are going to do after you retire. You can't control that. Nhưng mà if you have grandkids, you think, oh, I'm just going to spend time with my grandkids all the time. it may not work out that way. So you need other relationships. And one of the most important things when it comes to living longer, nha quý vị, longevity là mình sống lâu hay không á. Relationships, very important. Mình phải có bạn bè. Mình đừng có nghĩ là, especially if you're married, don't think that it's just going to be you and your spouse for the rest of your life. Are you crazy? Like, I love my husband. I love my husband very much. And I think he likes me. Nhưng mà you must have other relationships. So, friendships are important. Mình phải có bạn bè. And if your friendships and relationships were all professional, nên là những người mà mình thường nói chuyện với họ là người làm chung, hoặc là người mà mình hay gặp hàng ngày khi mà mình đi làm, có thể là khách hàng của mình, có thể là những người vendor khác, right? Nhưng mà nếu mà quý vị về hưu rồi đó, you retire, you stay home all day, who's going to come to your house? Not those people, unless you keep a good relationship. So I have a few friends from my past, meaning my work relationship. And if you have this experience, let me know in comments, yeah? When you work, your work friends, you think are your friends, nhưng mà in reality, the only friends who work with you are the ones that you would still be friends with if you weren't working. Phải không? Bạn bè ở sở làm mà chưa phải là bạn bè đâu. Họ là người quen khi quý vị đang đi làm. Thực sự bạn bè là sau khi mà mình hết làm rồi đó, mình vẫn lui tới với họ, mình vẫn muốn lui tới với họ. Khi đó mới là bạn bè. So you need friendships. So make sure you keep the relationships going that you want. Some people don't plan for that. So you know what happens? They stop working, then they lose contact with everybody, and then they get lonely. And people who become lonely become unhealthy. And when you're unhealthy and you're lonely, you die early. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Makes sense. I didn't need Harvard study to tell me that. I didn't need a Harvard study to tell me that. But if you needed it, there is one. Okay, right. Retirement is longer than you think. Oh boy. I don't know what it is about Vietnamese. So almost like 99.9% of my clients are Vietnamese. And 99% of them tell me they're not going to live long. I don't know why. Tại sao người Việt mình cứ hay nói là thôi tôi không sống lâu như vậy đâu. Because my response is always, nhưng mà nếu chị sống lâu thì sao? That's a problem. Quý vị phải lo cho nếu mình sống lâu quá thì sao? You must prepare for living too long. Okay. You must prepare for living too long. Of course, we tell you, take care of your health if you want to live long. Take care of your relationships if you want to live long. But when it comes to money, you must prepare for living too long. Okay, so back to the Wall Street Journal article. So this is the other retiree. The other retiree they talked with, Arthur, 69. He regrets retiring at 65. Now, I know most of you listening will be like, hey, that's a dream, phải không? Nhiều người còn muốn retire là 62. And then some people like me retire very early. But Arthur regrets retiring at 65. Okay, ông này ông hối hận là mình đã về hưu lúc 65 tuổi nè. He wishes he would have worked a few more years. Partly because he missed a few years of contributions to his retirement account. Down here he says, had I waited 2 more years or maybe 3, I would have been quite comfortable. But now I'm living on Social Security and trying not to touch my IRA. I think now that I may live well into my 80s, so I have to be prepared for that and make sure my IRA will last me throughout those years. Wow. Look at this next sentence, okay? The life expectancy for a 65-year-old is 84 for men and nearly 87 for women. 84 for men and nearly 87 for women. Life expectancy if you're 65 years old today. So he retired at 65. Most people will say, awesome. He regrets retiring at 65. Why? He's afraid he doesn't have enough money. He's afraid he doesn't have enough money. And can I tell you that a lot of the clients that I speak to are going to be in the same boat. Tiếng Anh mà kêu là oh, I'm in the same boat là sẽ là cùng trường hợp như vậy đó, là it's gonna be the same way. Tại sao? The higher cost of living. You know how many clients I talk to, and then they tính ra, okay, we figure out their income now, their expenses, their income when they retire. So their income when they retire will be less than their income now for some of them. And you know what they tell me? Thì không sao đâu, là tại vì khi đó mình cũng già rồi, mình đâu có cần gì đâu. That's so wrong. You will need more money for a couple of reasons. You're going to need more money because as you grow older, your biggest concern will be your medical care. I forget the exact number, but I think it's like $265,000 that you must have for your medical care as you grow older. And that doesn't even include long-term care. By the way, speaking of long-term care, I should have done a video on this like weeks ago, but I thought, oh, we have some time. California and a few other states, I believe New York, maybe Texas, I have to look to make sure, is looking at a law that will require you buy long-term care insurance. And if you don't, you will have to pay a tax that then makes you eligible for the state program. They did this up in Washington. It was a mess. I have to do a video on this. It was a mess. Như vậy là những người ở trên Washington nhé, pass a law. Như vậy là everyone là phải mua long-term care. Tại sao? People are going bankrupt because they did not plan for it. They mistakenly think health insurance and Medicare will pay for it. It will not. But here's the bad part, quý vị ơi. If you buy it privately, okay, if you buy your own, then you don't have to pay the tax. If you don't want to buy your own, you pay the tax, and then you get the program. The program for Washington, for instance, I just talked to someone up in Washington today. She has not yet had her own long-term care. It will allow her, I wrote it down somewhere, like around $36,000. $36,000 of long-term care benefit. $36,000. If you heard that number and didn't say, what? Then you don't know enough about long-term care. $36,000 maximum benefit is not going to help you for very long. And that's just with today's costs. So if you think that the cost of things may go up, then you know that's not enough money. How long is that going to keep you alive if you need that long-term care at home? Big problem, quý vị ơi. Bởi vậy, qua năm tới, những tiểu bang như là Leyna, sẽ là required đó. Nếu quý vị không có muốn đóng cái thuế đó, mà khi mà mình đóng cái thuế đó, mình vào cái chương trình của tiểu bang, thì nó rất là tệ luôn á, cái tiền not enough. So this is why you do not want to wait until it becomes law. It happened up in Washington. Big mess. You can look it up. Look it up and you can read all the articles. What happened was people who didn't already have it, tự nhiên everyone là bây giờ là it's a big rush to go get it, right? Well, what happens when the demand goes up like that in anything, quý vị ơi? Anything. When there is a big demand, the prices aren't great. You find yourself in competition with getting a policy when all of a sudden these insurance carriers, like, oh, a ton of people want it. It is not good for you as a customer, as a client, okay, as a participant, as the insured, to be in a situation where you hurry up and you need to get it. So if you're in California, New York, all these other states that will soon require it, get it now. Phát nè, bây giờ em coi nè, em Phát was like my first client luôn á. He trẻ tuổi ha. He's taken care of. Bây giờ he không có cần lo nữa. And even better, if you can get it when it's included in your life insurance. Every single one of my clients that I've helped has it included in their life insurance. Included là sao? Included là mình không có trả cái rider fee, mình không có trả thêm. Còn như nếu mà bây giờ quý vị ra mua cái long-term care riêng thôi đó, very expensive. And each time you pay a fee for something, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah. If you pay extra for it, that money you pay is gone. Nên những cái policy mà Leyna viết cho khách hàng, included. It's there if you need it. Nhưng mà nếu quý vị không bao giờ xài đến cái tiền đó, thì sao? Thì mình có tiền mặt. Use your cash. Use your cash value. Go on a vacation. Travel the world. Buy your grandkids a house. Do whatever you want with it. Nhưng mà you have to plan ahead. Okay? You must plan ahead. So those are all very, very important things. I will do a video on these new state laws that are going to start to go into effect, and it's going to affect a lot of people. But you don't need a law to make you take care of your future. You don't need a law for that. Some people still don't understand how it works. You know what we need to do? We need to stop thinking about life insurance as insurance, because that's not all that it is. And I know that some people have had bad experiences. Hoặc là nếu mà quý vị mua hợp đồng mà quá lâu rồi đó, thì hồi xưa những cái program hồi xưa, it's not like what we have today. So if it's been years since you bought your life insurance, you need to upgrade it. You update it and upgrade it. And you need a better plan. There are things that are better for you right now. I think last week I told you. Lần đầu tiên Leyna thấy luôn nha, là có một em này liên lạc với Leyna. So her mom has a life insurance policy. Cái hãng bảo hiểm Leyna chưa bao giờ nghe luôn. It's a small company, and the company recently was purchased, taken over by another company. The death benefit was $25,000. So when I hear a death benefit like that, I know that, oh, so you bought it a long time ago. So she sent it to me. Guess what? Her mom bought the life insurance policy when she was 75 back in 1999. And she's still living. One, isn't that wonderful? This year, she's 100 years old. Did I do that right? Let's see. Hold on. Look. Calculator. So in 1999, she was 75. Yeah. She's 100 years old this year. And I helped her look into it. I won't get into it, nhưng mà there's some issues that we need to look at. Nhưng mà do not ever think that you won't live that long. You need to worry if you live too long. Okay? So normally when you're looking at planning for your future and life insurance, what are the things that you need to look for? You have to plan in the event of an untimely death. Untimely death. Maybe a car accident. Maybe tự nhiên bây giờ mình bị ung thư, mình mất sớm. Okay? Untimely death. So you're not going to live to the old age. What's going to happen to your family? Okay. 2, what if you live too long? What if you live too long? You need money if you live too long. You need a life insurance policy that's going to cover you for the rest of your life. Right? So term insurance right now, if you're young, is okay. Term insurance runs out. And tại vì sao term insurance nó rẻ dễ sợ vậy? Nên quý vị coi chừng mình đừng có ham cái rẻ mà không có nhìn rõ tại sao nhé. Term insurance is very affordable. It's very cheap because the payout rate is low compared to the other insurance. Why? You must die in the term. So if you buy a 20-year, 30-year term, you have to die within that time frame for them to pay it out, for them to pay your family. And most people don't, because you buy term insurance when you're younger, you don't have a lot of money, it's cheap. But guess what? Just like that, 20 years has gone by. And the older you get, the faster time seems to go. I know it. Trust me, I know it. So that's why term insurance is much cheaper. And if you have had a term insurance policy in place for, let's say, 10, 20 years now, it's not the term of insurance that's available today either. So you don't have the sickness protection, the living benefits, yeah? So you need permanent insurance, something that's going to cover you for the rest of your life. Some policies mature at 95, okay, 100. Mature là sao? Bữa kia Leyna có một người khách hàng, có thể là họ nói chuyện với người khác, và người khác là giống như là talk them out of it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the other agent, I don't know. Nhưng mà he thought that the policy was matured. It's not. That's not what you call it. When a policy matures, that means you've reached that age. Normally, it's from 95 and above. Okay? And if you're still alive, the insurance company should pay you some money. But it's very important that you have life insurance in place for the rest of your life. Cái đó mới là protection. So remember the things that we talked about. Back to the slides. Investing for retirement means more than money. What drives you? What do you want to do? Huh? You can't golf all day. I know some people who do, but yeah, and they don't get any better at it. Nhưng mà you cannot tà, you không có tà all day được. Lúc đó Leyna tà maybe for 4 or 5 months là really tà đó. I didn't do any. Oh, it's so good, stress free. Muốn thức dậy khi nào mình thức dậy. It was awesome. Nhưng mà after that, I got bored. It's like, mình hàng ngày mình làm gì đấy? You have to do something. Nên quý vị phải plan. Sau khi mình về hưu rồi đó, quý vị sẽ làm gì? Maybe you get a side, a job that you enjoy. And that's what I'm doing now. Như vậy là quý vị trở lại đi làm, nhưng mà không phải là tại vì mình cần làm để collect cái paycheck. Không phải là mình cần làm để có tiền, nhưng mà mình cần làm là tại vì mình cần làm. You want to do something. You want to keep your mind sharp, and you want to like what you're doing. And then you want to find something you really enjoy, right? So it could be a hobby and it could be a job. It could be charity work. It could be a combination of things, but it's more than just money. So you need to think about that. Relationships are the key to retirement. You need other relationships. You need friendships. Friendships are so, so important. You don't need a lot. Forget about a lot. Quality over quantity. Chứ nếu mà bạn bè mà đông và nhiều nhưng mà bạn bè không tốt như không, right? You need good friends, you need good relationships, and that will keep you healthy. You do not want to get depressed and lonely in retirement. And that happens to a lot of people. Okay? Ai mà chưa có retire có thể là maybe you can't imagine, ủa, khi đó mình xong làm mình sướng rồi chứ cái gì mà depressed. No. Quý vị phải là suy nghĩ lại cho kỹ ha. After you stop working, your relationships become more important because you have more time. They need to be fulfilling. You need to have good friends, good relationships. So identify who those people are before you retire. Because they might be a coworker. You know, maybe you have a coworker who's a friend, who maybe right now you only see them at work and maybe sometimes outside of work. But when you stop working, you won't see them at all. And maybe you want to. So think about those kind of relationships. Okay. Look at your relationships with your children. Just like the article, the man in the article. Okay. He thought he was going to spend all his days with his grandkids. And then his kids moved out of the country. Then what? So you can't depend on just one thing. You can't depend on just one relationship. I think as you grow older, I think friendships become more important. I think they do. Absolutely. Yeah. Mình hay nói là khi mà trẻ phải có bạn bè. Nhưng mà thực sự, that's just a part of growing up. You don't really need it. You want it là khác. When you're young and you want friendships, that's different than needing friendships. So when you retire, you're going to need those relationships. Okay. Your mental health and emotional well-being, very, very important because it's going to affect your physical health. Okay. Retirement is longer than you think. So this is what you need to consider. The last one is about money. You will need money to live. And if you live longer, you will need more money. Not only because you're living longer, but because you probably will need more medical care. And that's where, if you protect yourself and protect your family and have living benefits, that's what's going to help you. Ít khi bao giờ mà Leyna gặp ai mà họ giàu có đến cỡ mà họ không có cần tiền bảo hiểm đâu đó. In fact, the wealthier they are, the more insurance they have. Why? They are protecting their lifestyle. They are protecting the lifestyle that they're used to. So the more you have, actually, the more insurance you need. Okay, the more insurance you need. So a lot of people will say, oh, mai mốt mình già mình không có cần tiền gì đâu, mình không có cần nhiều. Tôi cũng không ăn nhiều đâu cô ơi, cô tự... You will need more money. Cost of living will go up, okay? Do not forget inflation. And what? And what? Whoop. Hold on. And taxes. Do not forget about taxes. So we are able to help people in every single aspect except friendship, yeah? If you need friends, I'll be your friend, but I cannot be your only friend. But all the other stuff, I can help you with it. You need to make sure là mình có tiền just in case mình bệnh. I can help you with that. Và Leyna sẽ là kiếm cho quý vị một cái hợp đồng, một cái kế hoạch mà nó include cho quý vị không có trả phí. Mình đừng đi mua riêng, mình đừng có trả phí. Quý vị mà trả phí là mình mất tiền nếu mà mình không có, mai mốt mình không có xài nha. Get it included. So I can help you with that. You already save. You have a lot in the 401k, maybe a lot in these defined benefits plans with work, pension, okay? Social Security, IRA, Roth, even Roth. All that is included as income. You have to pay tax on anything you haven't paid tax on yet. So right now, rất là nhiều người là đang hoãn thuế nha. Mỗi cái paycheck 500 đồng, 1.000. Sometimes more than that. Cứ bỏ vào cái retirement plan theo sở làm đó. Mình thấy người ta cũng làm, mình làm luôn, mình không biết gì hết, mình cứ là cho nó trừ. Mình nghĩ là mình trừ thuế, nhưng mà mình wrong. It's not trừ thuế, it is hoãn thuế. Quý vị không trả bây giờ, mai mốt quý vị sẽ trả. And it will probably be more. Okay, people don't think about this. Bây giờ, mỗi paycheck, bây giờ mình hoãn thuế, mỗi paycheck vài trăm hoặc là 1.000 đồng, vì mình không có muốn trả tiền bây giờ. Nhưng mà mai mốt, quý vị để vào đó, rồi cái số tiền nó lên. Nó lên, and then what? Oh, now you're going to pay more. You're going to pay more in taxes. Tại sao quý vị không có lãnh cái tiền lương đó đi, rồi mình bỏ vào một kế hoạch, nó vẫn là ăn tiền lời theo thị trường, giống như some other stuff. Nhưng mai mốt mình lời mình không có trả một đồng thuế. Và mình lấy tiền ra, nó không có tính là income của mình. Nên nó không có ảnh hưởng đến cái khác. Okay? Nó không ảnh hưởng đến cái income tax bracket của mình. Nó không có ảnh hưởng đến cái Medicare benefits của mình. Right? Và thêm nữa, thị trường mai mốt sụp, quý vị đừng lo là tại vì mình không có mất tiền được. It is no risk. So all of these things I can help you with. All of these things you should be thinking about right now. Rồi bây giờ mình đặt câu hỏi nha. If you're young, do you need to worry about it? Why, yes, you do. If you're young, do you know how lucky you are? You have so much time. And the more time you have, the more money you can make. Right? What are the two things we need to invest? Time and money. A lot of people don't have time. So if you're young, you have a lot of time, then you don't need as much money. Còn như nếu mà quý vị chưa có là lo về cái retirement fund của mình nha, hoặc là trước giờ chỉ là 401k, còn ngoài cái đó ra, quý vị không có kế hoạch gì hết nữa đó. That's, you need to do something. For most people, the 401k they have right now is not enough. Còn như nếu, if it's enough, then I can tell you this. If you have enough money in your 401k for retirement, I guarantee you're going to owe a lot of taxes. You will owe a lot of taxes. Okay. So those things we can help you with. What I can't help you with are your relationships. So please remember to think about the relationships you have right now. Some of them are not worth continuing. I can guarantee you that. The people you think are your friends at work are just coworkers. Nhưng mà every so often, there's like a diamond in there. Okay? And those are the people who are going to help you enjoy your retirement. Those are the people who are going to make it worthwhile. So look outside your family. Make sure you have other relationships and make sure they're good. So in that article, one person regretted not continuing with those relationships. Sometimes people are so happy about retiring. What do? Cut off all communication. Let they retire. They don't want to think about what they used to do for work. They don't, I mean, those are all coworkers. They're no longer liên lạc with any of them. You don't need to. Until you find out that you needed to. And then you've lost touch. Okay, so these are like plants that you have to continue to water so you can enjoy them in retirement. And then all that other stuff, that is actually easy. It sounds difficult only because you haven't done it. You haven't planned. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. But I can help you with that. Những cái kia đó is easy, quý vị ơi. Tại vì nó just là numbers. That's all it is numbers. So we work with the numbers you have, and then we just make it work the best that we can. So that all you have to do is worry about what friends you will continue to be friends with. What fun things you want to do. And then you have to think about what will you actually do in retirement. Don't say relax. Don't say relax. Because you can only relax so long. And then you get bored. So unless like you have a partner in life and you like have plans, you're going to travel this country, this country, this country. You're going to do these things. And you have the money for it. And you have the health for it. Unless you have that, you will need something to do. Okay? That's why I'm doing this. That's why I started my YouTube for teaching English. Because it gives me purpose. Mặc dù maybe quý vị nghe, quý vị cười, quý vị nói là trời ơi, làm gì chứ dạy Anh văn trên YouTube. No big deal. It is not a big deal to you. It's a big deal to me because I love it. And I feel like mình đang là đóng góp được cái gì cho cộng đồng. If I can help people, because that's important to me. Some people, what's important to them là khi nào cũng phải có tiền vô nào. Okay? Some people is always, you have to have money coming in. You have to have money coming in. Or, we always have to buy stuff. Phải là Chanel với là Louis Vuitton phải có. Khi nào chụp hình là phải có cái, like my Birkin bag, and I have to have, and that's them. Me, I have to feel useful. Mình phải feel là mình có cái purpose. Mình giúp được ai tự nhiên mình thấy là, like I'm superwoman. I love that. So I needed to do it. Was it planned? No, it wasn't. Và sau này khi mà Leyna vào ngành để giúp quý vị về life insurance và retirement plan, 401k, những cái đó, I didn't plan that either. No, I didn't plan it. Nhưng mà it gives me purpose. Purpose tiếng Việt nói sao, quý vị? Là mình làm cái gì nó phải có cái gì đó. Purpose. Does anyone know how to say that in Vietnamese? Because I'd love to learn it. But it's very important to have purpose. Còn như nếu mà mình không có đó, tự nhiên mình thấy mình vô dụng, mình không có, like you don't matter. And there's nothing worse than feeling like you don't matter. Bây giờ mặc dù quý vị không có đi làm nữa. Okay, nhớ hồi trước Leyna làm trên đài. Mỗi đêm đó là mình nói tin tức, right? Rồi, and then I had a job, and that was, it was not just a job. It was my identity. Oh, if someone knows how to say that in Vietnamese, let me know. Nhiều người họ có việc làm, cái job thôi là khác. Còn cái career là khác, cái identity của mình là khác nha. Okay? Like, hồi trước if people know me, người ta nhìn, Leyna làm đài TV, là hai cái nó khi nào nó đi chung với nhau hết trơn á, right? Ừm. So, it was my identity. Thì sau khi mà mình về hưu rồi đó, mà thực sự khi đó Leyna hông có muốn làm nữa, mình hông có khi đó là I rather là mình stay home với con cái, tự nhiên mình thấy mới đó mà bây giờ là nó sắp sửa nó vô high school. Mình đi làm á, là mấy chục năm là cứ là làm buổi tối, every single night. Quý vị nào mà ở Cali thì quý vị biết rồi, đêm nào quý vị cũng là xem Leyna trên ti vi. Quý vị đang ở nhà, quý vị đang là ăn cơm tối với gia đình, rồi quý vị, trước khi đi ngủ bật ti vi lên nghe tin trước khi đi ngủ. Thì trong cái thời gian đó thì Leyna đang làm, con cái ở nhà, có bà nanny bà lo. So I felt like I had to stop, I wasn't happy. Nhưng mà sau đó rồi đó, sau khi mà mình retire rồi đó, rồi mình enjoy một chút thời gian. Mình được đi chơi, mình được đi dinner khi nào cũng OK, mình con cái nó muốn đi coi movie cũng OK luôn, hồi trước không được nha. Nhưng mà after a while, I needed something else. Mình cần phải làm gì đó, để mình đừng có feel là mình vô dụng, okay? So the opposite of vô dụng. The opposite of vô dụng là gì? But I needed that. Và thực sự rất là nhiều người cần cái đó, nhưng họ chưa biết đâu. Họ phải về hưu, họ phải là có một thời gian sau khi mình là stop đi làm rồi đó. Khi đó tự nhiên họ sẽ feel. Mình mà không plan trước thì có thể là nó sẽ rất là khó để quý vị kiếm được cái gì, tìm được cái gì mà nó feel good mà mình làm được nha. Khi đó mình lớn tuổi rồi phải không? Vừa mình thích, vừa mình có cơ hội để làm. Bởi vậy that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Còn như nếu mà ai nói trời ơi bây giờ tưởng làm gì chứ bây giờ bán bảo hiểm hả? Yep. Quý vị biết sao không? So many people là nói là trời ơi ước gì gặp cô hả? Ước gì gặp cô trước đây mấy năm. Hoặc là rất là tiếc là em không có gặp chị Leyna trước đây. And oh my God, that makes me feel so good. Nhưng mà guess what? I help you now. Còn như nếu mà thêm 5 năm nữa là trouble nữa. Và không có phải là chỉ là insurance thôi. Nhưng mà Leyna giúp họ save money để mai mốt trả tiền học cho con cái. Và mấy đứa con của họ bây giờ nha, mấy tháng, mấy tuổi đang nhỏ, mấy chục năm sau, nó sẽ có tiền trong cái hợp đồng hơn 1 triệu đồng tiền cash. Có thể khi đó là mình là maybe I'm not around anymore. Maybe I'm not around anymore. Nhưng mà when you help people là I don't know how to say it. Nhưng mà it lives on. Mình không cần là phải kể là cái đó là nhờ cô Leyna Nguyễn. No. Nhưng mà cái đức, cái phước mà mình làm á quý vị ơi, nó carry on forever. I really believe that. So whatever it is, okay, mình giúp được ai, mình rất là thích làm mà hạnh phúc lắm. Yeah. And sometimes nhiều người họ có hợp đồng rồi nha, nhưng mà cái hợp đồng họ mua lâu rồi và bây giờ đang lỗ. Mua rồi thả vào cái học không có nhìn luôn. Rồi sau khi thấy video của Leyna mới kéo ra coi. Kéo ra coi thì thấy là thê thảm á, lỗ quá trời luôn nè. Mai mốt sợ mình chết mà gia đình không có tiền tử luôn á quý vị ơi. Nhưng mà Leyna lại rescue được cho họ qua một hợp đồng mới. Hợp đồng mới không chỉ vậy mà sau này họ lấy tiền ra không đóng thuế nữa. They love it. And when they love it, I love it. So, yeah. Cái này là Leyna được làm chứ không phải là phải làm. That's why I'm happy. So nếu mà so many people they ask me, they say, oh my gosh, like you're so young. Và cái what is it? Cái tính tình đó, and just the get I am, and you're so young. Thank you. So you have to do something that keeps you young. So the quickest way to grow old is to grow lonely, is to be depressed, because those two things will affect your health. That's why quý vị biết sao không? Khi mà mấy cặp vợ chồng mà like sống lâu năm với nhau đó, rất là nhiều trường hợp, và I think it was a Harvard study about the broken heart syndrome, là khi mà chồng chết hoặc là bà vợ chết thì not too long after that người kia cũng ra đi. Tại sao? They said they died of a broken heart. Those relationships are very, very important. Nên mình phải cần cái đó, ok? Và cái đó đó không chỉ là cái friendship và những cái relationship thôi, nhưng mà it's what you're doing. So maybe you're okay, you không có đi làm, nhưng mà you phải do something else. Make sure to take care of yourself. Exercise. Take care of your family. Make sure you have friends. If you want to retire, make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you're doing it right. Call me, email me. We're going to look at your situation. Okay? Mình muốn giúp quý vị là retirement mình có more than enough. More than enough. Okay. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next time.